Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Washington, D.C.
And welcome to CityLab 2019. Wasn't that fantastic?
It's amazing. It was indeed amazing. And I have been very lucky to see Step Africa perform many, many times, and they never disappoint. Executive Director C. Brian Williams has really built something special right here in Washington, D.C.
And we're very proud that the dance company is part of the Bloomberg Philanthropies Arts Innovation and Management Program.
Let's give them another big round of applause. So, Patty, we know there have been two big things people have been talking about in D.C. all weekend: the Washington Nationals and CityLab.
As a lifelong Mets fan, trust me, I was only talking about CityLab.
So we know, though, that there's one thing that we can agree on, and that is how exciting it is to be hosting CityLab right here in my hometown in our nation's capital. So on behalf of all 700,000 of us, men, women, and children who all call D.C. home, I want to say welcome to Washington, D.C. Now, I'm biased, of course, as every mayor in this room is, but I can't think of a better place to host this gathering of like-minded folks than in the nation's capital, where we are a city, county, state, and school district all at once. And that's a lot of policy and innovation happening in one place. So we all know as well that any one of us in city government, that we are uniquely positioned to make a big difference in people's day-to-day lives.
I couldn't have said that better myself, Mayor. The goal of CityLab is to find new solutions to the most pressing problems cities are facing today. And this year, we're also asking an additional question: who has the power to change cities? At Bloomberg Philanthropies, we believe change can come from the ground up. And that's why so much of our work is about empowering cities by working with mayors and their teams to help them think outside the box, take risks, collaborate with the private sector, use data to their advantage, and engage more directly with their citizens. Sometimes that means helping cities take big swings, like working with them to modernize their digital infrastructure, which opens new ways to deliver essential services. And sometimes it means focusing on projects that will uplift communities and make the city a more vibrant place to live. One example of the latter is our new Asphalt Art Initiative, which will provide cities with funding and how-to guidance to transform streets and public spaces with local art. So to answer the question of the hour, we believe that everyone has the power to change cities, from mayors and chief technology officers to dance companies and local artists.
And that's right. In fact, here's something you might not know. Just last week, D.C. became one of the first cities in the nation to set area-specific targets for affordable housing. And I know, it's a big one for us, and I know if we're going to reach those goals, and we will reach those goals, then we're going to need everyone in our community to engage. So as a graduate of the very first Bloomberg Harvard City Leadership Initiative, I wholly endorse the Bloomberg Approach.
You're just saying that because you know that Mike Bloomberg is sitting in the audience, aren't you?
Perhaps, but I also mean it. And I know that there are a lot of people in the room who would agree with me, even those who haven't yet worked with one of the Bloomberg teams. What I love about CityLab, and I've had the chance to go to a few now, is that it brings hundreds of people together across all sectors: government, business, philanthropy, media, the arts, and academia. We come from 163 cities and 30 different countries, and we each bring our own distinct and unique perspective and ideas. But we have one important thing in common: everyone here is open-minded, ready to learn, and willing to do whatever it takes to give more people a fair shot in our great cities and in our great nation.
And that is why CityLab is so special, and why Bloomberg is grateful to be involved along with our partners, the Aspen Institute and the Atlantic. Thank you again for having us here this week.
It's my pleasure.